Today is the day. We've got the brand new iPhone 17 Pro. I am so hyped to show this to you, and I thought, what better place to take it than Japan? We've been testing it out all week, and I cannot wait to show you all of the stuff that we got. Behind me is Shibuya Crossing, and I'm about to cross the street, so see you later. No, don't go anywhere, because the iPhone review has just started. We have so much more to do. Here they are, the brand new iPhone 17 Pro and the iPhone 17 Pro Max. We've got the deep blue and the cosmic orange. Let's unbox. The first thing that I'm noticing with these boxes is the phone is raised a little bit. You can feel the raised lenses and the edge of the phone. First up, deep blue. Here it is. It seems like the deep blue, from everyone that I've talked to, this has been their favorite color. It really does look pretty. We also got our USB-C cable. There's the deep blue, a nice close-up look at it, and the brand new camera bump. Next up, cosmic orange. This was such a bold choice to go with this bright of an orange. I have been wanting some fun colors for the iPhone Pro Max. I'm not sure if this is the color that I would have chose, but here it is. So bright. This orange kind of reminds me of the accents on the Apple Watch, so it is kind of nice that it is a similar color. Let's take a closer look at this orange. Here they are. You can see we have the smaller version, the iPhone 17 Pro, and the larger iPhone 17 Pro Max. These two colors do look really nice together. Like, they really could have made this pink. I'm just saying. We're in the middle of packing and we're going to Japan to film some iPhone content. But first, I'm going to a Linkin Park concert tonight. And then going on a 1 a.m. flight from Linkin Park to the airport. Then we fly overnight to Japan, and then, well, here we go. I don't know. I gotta finish packing. Apple rebuilt these from the inside out. The Pro models use a forged aluminum unibody with laser welded vapor chamber for cooling. This allows for higher sustained performance and cooler hands. The new plateau on the back gives more room for a larger battery. There's 3 colors. There's the deep blue and also the cosmic orange plus the silver white, which I think that's gonna be the one that I personally get for myself. Also, for the first time ever, Ceramic Shield protects the back, while Ceramic Shield 2 is on the front, adds 3 times better scratch resistance and better anti-reflection. And of course, we do still have the action button, but they've added options to link it to translates or visual intelligence. Displays. Both phones get brighter and clearer. 6.3 inch on Pro, 6.9 inch on Pro Max. Super Retina XDR, Pro Motion up to 120 Hz, the always-on feature, and 3000 nits peak brightness outdoors. By the way, most cinema outdoor monitors are 2000 nits, so 3000 is awesome. So now with this 3000 nit brightness, it's pretty incredible outside, but let's see what it's like in this moody setting. I mean, that's bright. Now, Apple says that the anti-reflection is improved and outdoor contrast is 2 times better. So honestly, we might start using this as a monitor when we shoot videos on my Sony FX3. It is so good. Oh my, okay, this actually looks so cool. So Nathan was like, hey, we should, set this up and use it as a monitor. We used the Sony Monitor app. We connected it through, of course, an iJustine USB-C cable, and it's working so perfectly. When there's new iPhones, there's new cases, and I'm so hyped about this video sponsor. Thank you to CASEKOO for partnering with me on this video. I've been using these CASEKOO cases for like the last several months, and I have fallen in love with them. We've now got some brand new Magic Stand 360 cases for the iPhone 17 Pro. Let's unbox them. So the first one we have is the matte deep blue. Look at that, so nice. And it matches the phone almost perfectly. The best part. Next, we have the titanium sunset orange. I also love that these cases come with these super cute little stickers. Look how cute. You can stick them on anything or decorate your case. Wow, they did such a good job color matching this. Beautiful. I still just love these stickers. They're so cool. And on the box, this shows their design award, which is pretty cool. So you know it's legit. The main highlight of these is this 360-degree rotating magnetic stand that's on the back. So the fit of the cases, it fits on the phone perfectly. The buttons, you hear that? Very clicky. And the colors, I mean, I think they speak for themselves. They match pretty perfectly. And these are also available on launch day, which is really exciting. Now this ring is pretty much a game changer for anyone that uses their phone. This is the world's first 360-degree rotating magnetic stand, and it's patented. It rotates all the way around and it tilts for both portrait and landscape. So this is perfect for FaceTime, watching videos, or just propping up your phone while you work. I also like just opening it up and using it as a little ledge to hold onto my phone. Another thing, I know that a lot of you guys have been worried about this bigger camera bump and those expanded lenses being more fragile and easy to break, which they're not, but it is a little scary. So CASEKOO has a solution that they call this D-cover. The camera protection here is a semi-covered lens frame, so you don't just get this big open hole. Instead, this frame adds about 2.5 millimeter of height around the lenses for extra protection. So you don't have to worry if you set your phone down or it takes a small little hit. It's also fully MagSafe compatible, and with CASEKOO's patented Mag Prime tech, you actually get about 2 times the magnetic strength with almost zero power loss. The internal magnet array is built for a stronger hold on chargers and accessories. So it just snaps into place and it really stays there. Now these aren't only the 2 case colors that they have for these devices. We have some alternate versions which are so pretty. It's crazy because at first I thought I wasn't like a huge fan of the orange, but the more that I use this phone, kind of getting into it, especially when I saw this. I mean, can you even? Like, this is shining, it's shimmering, it's splendid. Let's see what it looks like on the phone. Oh my, okay, this looks really nice. I'm into it. Who is she? Here's another version that they have that isn't clear, but it also looks really nice as well. So if you want that full kind of version, or they even got the clear without the sparkles and glitter. They've got so many different versions. Oh my goodness, I found another one. We even have a silver one that's all clear. And we also have some alternate blue versions. There's so many to choose from. So I've been using the stand to keep my phone upright on my desk and then flip to landscape for watching clips, and I use the ring as a grip when I'm walking around. It's so simple, but it works so great. So if you want to check out one of these cases, CASEKOO is running an early bird discount for 15% off, which is only available during the iPhone's launch phase. So if you're thinking of getting a new iPhone, make sure you hit the link in my description to grab one while the sale is live. And thank you again to CASEKOO for sponsoring this part of the video. Cameras, seriously, are these even phones anymore? It's so wild how we talk about all of these features, we call these phones, but we never actually test out phone calls. I'm sure some people getting these are on the phone quite often, but as far as me and my friends are concerned, we're all content creators, so we're coming here for the cameras and the performance. We've got 3 48 megapixel fusion cameras. You get the equivalent of 8 lenses right in the app. So the 8x zoom on this thing is amazing. Let's give it a little test. Here's 0.5. We've got our 24 mil. We do another little tap. We got 28, 35, 2x, 4x, and 8x. The video stabilization also when you're in 8x it's pretty slick. Okay, let's run through these cameras real quick. 0.5, 1, 2, 4, and 8. Pretty cool. Is it pretty cool? How many times have I said pretty cool in this video? Probably like 500. So with these new telephoto lenses, how does portrait mode look? Apple actually tweaked the way that the camera handles the foreground bokeh. It now has more of a natural fall off and it can better distinguish depth. This means you can shoot in regular photo mode and then add the portrait effect to any photo after you're taking it. Low light colors and detail look so much better as well, thanks to updates to the Photonic engine. I actually forgot what that was, so I had to look it up. And the Photonic engine is Apple's name for an advanced image processing system built into recent phones, starting with the iPhone 14 Pro and carried all the way into the iPhone 17 lineup. It combines the power of the image signal processor, the ISP, the neuroengineering in the A-series chip, and the camera hardware itself. Traditionally, iPhones captured multiple exposures and combined them late in the processing chain. The Photonic engine does this earlier at the pixel level using uncompressed image data. That means more information, color detail, and light is preserved during processing. Okay, moving on. I don't care who you are, we all love a front camera glow up. Maybe some of us love that a little bit more, myself included. Center stage coming to the front-facing selfie camera is huge because it is now 18 megapixels with this center stage functionality. We landed in Tokyo. no time to waste, and we came down to start testing out the cameras on the iPhone 17 Pro. I'm so hyped because this street is so beautiful. There's so many cool things. We're in Asakusa, and there's food, there's shopping, there's just people, there's life, and there's so much cool stuff to take pictures of. The first thing that I'm noticing though is the brightness of this. Even though it is a little overcast, this feels like I'm inside because the screen is so bright. So I'll show you the screen all the way down, nothing, all the way up, 3,000 nits of beautiful, bright screen. Enough of that, let's go take some photos. My other new favorite feature is the center stage camera. So this allows you to shoot with a square sensor, horizontal or vertically, but you're holding the camera vertical. So first I'm gonna shoot a video that's vertical. Shooting in vertical, and now we're just gonna hit this little button. Look at this, look at this. Do you see that? Do you see that? We're gonna swap from vertical to horizontal, and I'm still holding the phone vertical. Hello, hi. Okay, we were shooting vertical, but now we're shooting horizontal. Now we're talking about pro phones. So what makes these so pro? I know a lot of video creators are gonna be so hyped about this. You can still shoot ProRes 422, but we now get ProRes RAW. So right now we're gonna do a quick little test before the sun sets of shooting in ProRes, ProRes RAW, ProRes HDR, all in OpenGate. Now shooting in OpenGate gives us a flexibility of the aspect ratio. So we're gonna be able to now have pretty much the entire sensor being used. The only bad part about this is you do lose stabilization. So definitely using a tripod, locking up your shots, you're gonna get some incredible looking footage. Now to actually shoot in ProRes RAW, you do need to use another app because they don't have it built into the regular camera app. So using Final Cut Pro Camera or Blackmagic, you'll have access to all of that. So first we need to plug in our drive. So we're gonna go down the line. Let's start with HEVC. We've got all of our settings here. So down here we have 99 plus hours that we can record off of our 4 terabyte drive. And we have been using this battery all day, so we are at 20%. Apple ProRes time. Now we have 9 hours and 14 minutes. Apple ProRes RAW. Now this is where we're getting into the OpenGate. So you can tell that the screen is now much more square. So you're getting a lot more space here at the bottom and the top. ProRes RAW, HQ. We now have 3 hours, 57 minutes. So now we're just gonna film regular on the phone what it looks like. You do get so much more flexibility when you're coloring log, but for most people, they're not really gonna use that. But for anyone who is a professional, who wants to edit, who really wants to get in and color your footage, you can also shoot log from the built-in camera app, so that is an option as well. You aren't getting that higher ProRes RAW. I'm sure many of you have seen The Matrix, and if you haven't, I don't know what is wrong with you. I mean, I haven't seen Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings, so something may be wrong with me, but The Matrix, iconic. I'm sure you remember when the camera is moving around in slow motion, giving you kind of that slow-mo effect. Now to do that, you need a lot of cameras, and the cameras need to be in sync with one another, and this is called Genlock. There's Genlock support for compatible gear for the iPhone. You're also gonna need a lot of iPhones, but if you're a big production movie, well, I think you may have the budget. The dual video recording is pretty fun, and I tested this out at a concert, and it actually was pretty cool. There are those times when you want to film the band, but you want to film yourself singing along to your favorite song. We can do that. Yes, I know. There were third-party apps that can do this. Many other phones can do that as well. Well, now we can do it too. Okay, I think I'm done talking about cameras for now. Let's talk about something cute and fun, like performance and thermals. Inside these phones is the A19 Pro chip with a 6-core CPU, 6-core GPU with neural accelerators, and a 16-core neural engine. Apple's also debuting the N1 wireless chip for Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 6, and Thread, which helps reliability for AirDrop, Hotspot, and some other smart home stuff. I love AirDrop. I live by AirDrop. I film my stuff, I AirDrop it to my computer, so I'm so excited that this may be helping us get more reliability for AirDrop, because sometimes it doesn't work. So right now we are heading to a bonsai museum, and we're gonna be doing an interview, learning all about bonsai, and maybe I can even, do I get to do a little trim?
We might do some trimming.
I think I might get to do some trimming. This is such a beautiful, special art, and I'm so excited that I got to experience this today. I know we've talked a lot about Apple Intelligence in the past, but of course we do have those features here like cleanup and photos and more that run directly on device. So there's lots of new tools and so many new toys, but how's the battery life to run all of this? We're back from a full day of shooting with the Pro phones, and I think one of the things that I'm most surprised is the battery life. Now, obviously they did say that the battery life on the Pro Max is a little bit better than the Pro, and right now the Pro is 29% and the Pro Max is 24%. We shot so much footage, it's so impressive how great this battery life has been. The thing that I've seen drain the battery is external microphones, so I was using the new DJI Mic 3s. I had that plugged in the entire time that we were there, so it was pretty great that we could go that entire shoot and not have to worry about charging our batteries. MagSafe and Qi 2 wireless both go up to 25 watt on these Pros. Now, moving on to connectivity. The Pros start at 256 gigs and it goes to 1 terabyte. The Pro Max adds a 2 terabyte option, which, let's be honest, it might be necessary now that we have ProRes RAW and OpenGate. We're gonna be filming a lot. Pricing starts at $1099 for 17 Pro and $1199 for 17 Pro Max. But if you do want that 2 terabyte option, it's going to cost you almost $2,000 for it.